Now, listen, you guys, it seems like Dazed is determined to give Nicki Minaj her flowers. And at the same time, Donatella sent me that had some words to say towards Nicki Minaj and her tour. And we're also going to be talking about Jetavia and the Kiki Palmer sit down, as well as this entire situation with Azealia Banks going in hard on Ice Spice. All right. Hello, tea lovers, and welcome to the tea plug. I trust you guys are doing well and I trust you are doing great. Personally, I am doing great, you guys. I am doing extremely amazing. And without further ado, let us dive straight into today's team. So first of all, let us talk about Dazed, okay? It seems like Dazed, magazine was out there giving Nicki Minaj her flowers for Bigfoot because it's insane how people want to downplay the impact of Bigfoot. But if we look at all the stats and everything that happened after Bigfoot, we can see that really it was a massive influence in the hip hop culture because lately people have been trying to dodge away from the competitive nature of hip hop, and people have been trying to capitalize off, oh, I'm a ghost girl, oh, we get along very well, all this and that. It's just like if you're playing basketball, you can't be saying I'm a ghost girl, therefore I will not score against another team. Unfortunately, hip hop is really competitive. That's why there is battle rap, okay? It's because of that. So the fact that all these girls really being competitive was being looked at as like being a nasty person and things like that. And Nicki Minaj was like, I do not care what you think. I'm going to put a name on it and I'm going to come out here and drop my diss track, okay? And now when you look at the after effects, you guys, you do see that a lot of people were inspired to be more direct with their disses, okay? She basically reclaimed the competitive nature of the hip hop culture. So Dazed was like, Nicki Minaj was a major contribution to the real Bigfoot's influence in pop culture for 2024. And I read the write up, and I would say that it was very artistic, well written, and very funny also to a certain extent. So yeah, let me know in the comment section what you think about that. And the next thing that we're gonna be talking about, still talking about Nicki Minaj. It seems like Donatella sent me that, posted Nicki Minaj and had some kind words about Nicki Minaj. I'm sorry, now I can't just look at Donatella and say, well, that's Donatella. I feel like calling her Donatella, send me that. And sometimes I really do feel like singing it also. I feel like it's just so plain to just say Donatella or to say Donatella, send me that. I feel like I have to say, Donatella, send me that. So anyway, you guys, Donatella sent me that. I posted a couple of outfits from Nicki Minaj's tour, and they did custom make this, you guys. They custom made my favorite pink dress for the queen. You know, this is by far my favorite look on this tour. I love this dress. I love it, and I love how it sits on her body. And so they posted her, and this is what they said in the caption. They said, at Nicki Minaj making starships fly in Versace. Nicki, the tour is incredible. I love that you're always true to yourself in everything you do. Sending you so much love, Donatella. Okay. And I'm just like, okay, thank you, Donatella. Send me that for making sure that our queen is, well styled and is looking nice and stuff like that. We love that for her. Okay. The next thing that we're going to be talking about, Azealia Banks and her chickens, they're now after Ice Spice, okay? Literally coming for this girl left, right, and center. And I'm like, Azealia, this girl is having a hard year already and she's flopping, okay, by herself. She doesn't need all this extra stress that you're now bringing to her, okay? Please don't do that to this girl, okay? Anyway, Azealia Banks had this to say about, Ice Spice. She said that, well, Somebody needs to tell Ice Spice absolutely nothing about this aesthetically, performance-wise, production-wise is Y2K at all. This is like VIM early Nicki Minaj pick with-ish. we need a new hair color and a new facial expression. And she was reacting to that video that Paprika Spice did to her new song. And she also said, Ice, I love you down, but you should put the hold button, drop David, and redo this, okay? And she even went further to criticize the BBL and behind aesthetic, because the song really is about her having a big butt and things like that. So Azealia is opposed to that, and in as much as I don't agree with a lot of things that Azealia Banks says or the approach, sometimes I do agree with her sometimes on this one, because I said it before, there's nothing about this that gives Y2K. It seems like, if anything, she's just trying to channel early Nicki Minaj. So let me know, you guys, in the comment section, obviously, what you think about that. Do you think that Azealia is onto something, or do you think that, well, that's her just being her? Now, the next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we are going to be talking about Jetavia. So she sat down with Kiki Palmer for her podcast, Baby That's Kiki Palmer. And I will say that this interview actually made me appreciate Jetavia more as a person, because a lot of the things that she was talking about, I was like, I relate to this, okay? She spoke about how the industry sometimes forces people to act like they're friends, and how people in the industry do not mind at all forming fake friendships, for the internet, and to act like, they're girls girl and things like that. She even said that there was a girl who approached her recently that she turned down, and that girl was like, okay, let's do this for Piara. And she said, I told her that I cannot do that because life does not revolve around fakery. And she was also saying that, well, it was part of her plan. Like when she went solo, she said that, well, you know what, I don't have to do or fake friendships or fake, connections with people, because at the end of the day, we all are celebrities, but like, we're not living in the same neighborhood. Like, it's not how the internet makes it seem. And I respect her for that, okay? And I even respect her more for saying that, listen, if I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. It doesn't have to be like it's a problem between the two of us. Sometimes people just don't get, along, and that is okay. And the fact that the industry, especially in the female rap space, these girls are being forced to act like they're cool with everyone, that's not okay. Like, I can be okay with saying hi, but that's where that ends, okay? I'm not going to be acting like, wow, you're my child's good mother. Well, that's if I have a child, because right now I don't. But anyway, yeah, that's what she spoke about. She also spoke about a relationship with Carisha, as well as the fight that went down. And she's basically saying that the fight, I noticed that it was also a little bit of ego that got into the way. We got to a point where I'm like, how can she do something like that? You can't do this to me. I'm going to show you. And she also said that after she came out of prison, she had a lot of stipulations that came with her freedom. So that meant that, well, there are certain times that she could not exactly hang with Carisha. And she says that, well, that probably took a strain on their relationship, because, the internet keeps talking like we were on the sideline saying, oh, why are they not hanging together? Oh, they are no longer friends and things like that. And slowly that crept into their friendship, and slowly that space led into them, just not being on the same page, anymore. And some people are finding it interesting that Jetavia said that, well, she would want to work with Doja, okay? She said that in that interview, and said that, well, she would want to work with Doja Cat, and she feels like a vibe is amazing and things like that. And some people took offense in that. They felt like, well, she was shading Nicki Minaj. They felt like she shouldn't have said Doja Cat and things like that. And personally, when I listened to the full interview, because people were also taking snippets and just, circulating those, but when I listened to that interview, it was a question of who would you want to collaborate with between Lil Baby and Doja Cat. And naturally, she said Doja Cat, and there was no Nicki Minaj in that question. So I really don't think that, well, that was her trying to be shady towards the queen, eh? But let me know in the comment section, obviously, what you think about that. And the next thing that we are going to be talking about, we're going to be talking about Trina. Okay, they are reporting that Trina got married. It seems like, well, the baddest bee has decided to retire. Beyonce's protege, Trina Trick Daddy. She has tied the knot, and honestly speaking, congratulations to her. The man's name is what, Benjamin or something like that. So we love to see people in love. Oh my god. And the next thing that we're going to be talking about, we're also going to be talking about Doja Cat. It seems like she is going to be performing at the Global Citizen Fest. I think the last time that I spoke about that festival, it was Chloe Bailey who was performing there. It seems like this year Doja Cat is going to be headlining that. And so congratulations to Doja Cat for being able to perform there. One thing about Doja Cat that you can't take away from her is the fact that she knows how to put on a show, especially when it comes to a live performance. I will give her flowers gladly when it comes to that. She's very talented in that aspect. And the next thing that we're going to be talking about, you guys, we're going to be talking about Kenya more. They are saying that our girl got fired from Real Housewives of Atlanta, and at this point I'm like, what's left of the show, you guys? Portia, do you guys think that Portia is going to be able to hold down the show by herself? Because I mean, we need some main characters, okay? And Kenya was definitely main character energy. She had the main character energy, and I feel like that's what you need. If you get a Kenya, if you get like a Portia, if you get a Nini, I feel like that's like the full package of in as far as Real Housewives of Atlanta is concerned. So now that Kenya is leaving, what's going to become of the show? Do you think that it's going to be the same? Do you think they will try to get back Nini? It seems like, well, a lot of Kenya More fans were out there just sending her messages, the evolution, how she first came on the show, how it developed and things like that. It was very heartwarming to see that. I personally love Kenya. She can be very messy. I will say that she can be messy. I will say that, but I just have this appreciation for her. I don't know why, but she's one of the few people that I actually did love on the show. So I don't know, man. But then again, I'm not exactly a religious viewer. Lately, I haven't been a religious viewer, so I would like to know your opinion in as far as that is concerned. Moneybag Yo and Ari Fletcher, you guys are still going at it. Oh my goodness, this morning they wake up, and then they announce that they've broken up and things like that, and just looking like, oh my god, give us peace, okay? Make we rest, I beg. Make we rest, okay? Why are you bringing wahala to us, okay? Sort your things, sort your issues behind the scenes, because we know that you come out here and then you say you're breaking up and then you're talking to each other on the internet, and then the next day you're buying each other land. Like, we're not ready for that emotional roller coaster. Oh my god. Anyway, thank you very much, you guys, for watching, and I'm just gonna insert a snippet of Jatavia's interview with Keke Palmer so that you guys can hear what she had to say. But other than that, really, thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much for subscribing to this channel. If this is your second time and you haven't subscribed, what are you waiting for? Like, seriously, what is you waiting for? Man, smash that subscribe button and do turn on the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time that I post. I forgot to mention something, you guys. Oh my goodness, there's somebody who came for me. They were like, no matter, regardless. I love Bongo 2 fans. Like, I love them so much. I love them so much. Let me just show you a snippet of one comment that really made my day today. I looked at it and I was like, oh my goodness, this is so interesting. They were like, no matter what you or the Barbz do, she's still going. Yeah, they said, Megan is so beautiful. Regardless of how you and the Barbz feel, she will always be successful and in a good place in her life. And I was like, okay. Okay, and I had to respond to that, you guys. I was like, listen, I have to agree with you on this one. When God intends for someone to win, they will win regardless, because we literally witnessed a fellow black woman getting blackballed on radio stations, mainstream media, and the record labels relentlessly coming for her. But today, that very same woman is the highest grossing tour of all time. Therefore, I'm sure Megan can survive a little blog with less than 20 subscribers and a fan base that does not have any influence in female rap, in quotes, the Barbz. I have no doubt she will be successful, given that other women saw way more setbacks but still managed to be successful, because they like to use, this is the thing, they like to use that entire BLK woman card when it comes to her. I'm like, is she the only BLK woman? Like, what is that? honestly, I have no problem supporting someone, but when you try to guilt trip us into supporting somebody by you putting all these things before her name, I'm like, what is that? What titles? What are those titles that you're putting on her? I don't understand. Is it like a doctorate or something? Why do you always find the need when referring to her when she's not doing well, when the states are low, when she has done shady stuff? You guys like to use the word, oh, BLK woman, BLK woman. And I'm like, what are all these other female rappers? Are you telling me that Miss Red is YT? Are you telling me that Nicki Minaj is YT? Are you telling me that Cousin Sloth is YT? So why do you guys only find the need to say BLK woman when it comes to Bongo 2? Like, that's what does not sit well with me. And I mean, they tried to trade the entire BLK woman, but by referring to her as independent artist. I don't know, they did that well at the beginning of a tour, and I guess they realized that nobody really cared, and I guess they now dropped it, and they are now back to the BLK woman. If you're here and you've made it this far and you're here to say she's still gonna be successful, she's still gonna be we are not saying that she's not gonna be successful, but what we're saying is that if she's going to be successful, let it be because people love her music, not because you guys are going around guilt tripping people into supporting her. What's good for the goose should be good for the gander, okay? So if you guys are out here saying, oh, protect all BLK women, let that apply to Nicki Minaj as well. Let that apply to all these other female rappers as well. That's what I have an issue with. Other than that, I don't have a problem with her. I have a problem with her wanting, to have a cake and eat it at the same time. You want to be the victim. You want to be the villain. Like, choose a side. Pick what you want to be. That's what I have an issue with. Otherwise, personally, I do not dislike her art. But I will still criticize when I feel like a flow is the same. This is what you guys don't understand. It's not like I've got this hate for these people. No, I don't. But I criticize their music, as I should, okay? If she has the same flow, she has the same flow. If she throws rocks and hide her hands, I'm going to call it out. And for you to think that means the H word, well, that's as far as your intellect allows you to reach, I guess, if you think that criticism equates to H. Okay? Anyway, until my next one, you guys, see you.
Favorite artist to collab with, Doja Cat or Lil Baby? This is a good question. I'm interested in what you're going to say.
It can't be all three of us on a song.
That would be fire. But no, I wonder who you're going to say. I know who I want you to say, because you and this person to me would be probably like my favorite ass record if y'all did this.
I want to go with both of them, but I'm going to say Doja Cat.
Period. You and Doja Cat on a track together would give me all the life I need. I'm not even playing with you.
I'm going to say Doja. I'm going to say Doja because I just feel like as an artist, I love her creativity. I love what she brought to talk. She's very fun to work with. And she's just like, she's very cool in real life. I can say that. I met her.
I really like her.
Yeah, I like her too. I like Doja Cat. Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Okay, favorite JT single, No Bars or Sideways?
No Bars.
No Bars. Remember when that sound, when the wireless outage went down and nobody could get on their phones and everybody was like, no Bars. Okay, last one.